Hey guys, this is E with Scrappy with me, and today we're going to do Melina's challenge for this week. And it is making some little scrappy tags, use some little scrap pieces of paper. I did one in a video a while ago, but she did it on her challenge, so we're going to make more. Now, I've just got my little bag of strips and pieces. Just these are little bitty strips and little tiny pieces that I saved back. And we're going to use some of these. I'm just going to pull out a few and lay them here so that we'll be ready to go. And you can use any kind. They can be pattern paper, they can be regular cardstock, whatever you have in your stash, use it. I saved these also, and I trimmed those down and use those too. So let's lay that over there and get started. Now I have a variety of tags here. Some have been gifted to me, some have been in my stash for a while, and they're different sizes, so that's good. I'm going to use some of all of the sizes because I'm always needing small tags and I very seldom have them already made up. So we're going to start out with some small ones. Alright, I'm going to pull. These were an old Prima pack of tags a while ago, and they were just on this little card thing, and you just pull them off. I've had these in my stash forever. I've had these in my stash forever. Now these are not really thick, but they'll be thick enough, so I'm going to make a couple of each design, hopefully. Now, if you don't have any tags that are already made up like this, you can just use cardstock and cut some the size that you need and go with that. But since I already have this, we're just going to go with it. Now, some of my pieces are cut, some of them will be torn. That's not going to concern me. I'm not going to worry about it either way. But I am going to ink mine up because I think that just looks better. And it makes it stand out a little bit more away from the background. Now, I think Melina did that on hers too, but you know, you don't have to. That's not something that you got to do. And then we're just going to tear off the ends and just start laying down. I have some little pieces of this, and I'm going to try to tear the other side of this and try to tear it down just a little bit. This is just a piece of coffee dyed paper, a little strip. It's all you need for this project is little bits and pieces, and it's just a way to use up all of those little bits and pieces. It'll be a little bit tall, so we'll cut that off with my finger. We'll cut it off with these scissors. Now, I will get very, very inky doing this because these are tiny little pieces, and you know me, I always ink more on my fingers than I do anywhere else anyway. That's okay. Y'all don't mind seeing me that way. I don't mind you seeing me that way. Now, I've got this little piece that's in here, and it is where I did some stitching. So I'm just going to tear off a piece of that. I think it's actually where my sewing machine kind of messed up, and so I just tossed it in my bucket there. But we're going to use it on this. I'll have to cut the strings there. It will be fine for a project like this. Okay. Where are my little scissors? Let's see. I may lay some of them out on different pieces just so that I can kind of get a feel of what I'm doing here. And then I'll go back and ink some of them up. There's a good piece right there. These are always good pieces, those little tiny strips that most everybody throws away except me probably. I'm the only one that hoards them. Okay, and this one has little butterflies on it, so I'm just going to try to tear it down through there. That is actually a little piece of vellum too. And let's see, this was off of a top of a 6x6 paper pad, I think. Okay, that one there, and then another piece off. Here's a purple piece. Let's try that. It's off of paper pad somewhere. And make them different heights. Some short, some long. Different widths. So let's see. I think we about got enough for that one, but I want to shorten some of them and lengthen some of them. I'm just going to put all my pieces out here first, and then we'll start putting things together. And see, that's just a tiny, tiny little piece, but it'll work. There's a little strip right there. That will work. Let's see. And dig down through. That's a pretty piece of dyed paper right there. And it's a tough one. I don't know if it's going to tear. Maybe. Okay, so I'll put a piece of that there. Alright, we'll go ahead and put this one together. I'm going to start shortening some of my pieces and adding them in there, and then I'll go ahead and ink as I'm doing that. Now, I may not get many of these made. I'm a little bit slow at some of this when it comes to tearing little tiny pieces. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ink this one up. And I'm just going to tear off each end. That'll just make it look a little bit rougher. Oops. If I can hold it in my hand. And maybe, let's see. Yep, that one. Tear that piece of white off there. So if you don't like inky fingers, this is definitely not the video for you. Because mine are going to be nice and brown by the time I get through this. See, already. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. Now, if you want to spray the back of this before you glue any of this down to kind of give it a little bit of color, you can. I'm going to try this first one without doing anything to it and see what it looks like, but that's definitely up to you. I think it'll look good either way. I think Melina sprayed hers a little bit or splotched them or something. I don't know where I had that one exactly. We're going to put it there. And this little one. And you can put them as close as you want. I'm just kind of spreading mine out a little bit. But you can put them closer if you want to make them closer. Doesn't matter. Whatever you think looks okay. So I'm thinking that's probably enough on that one. Now I'm going to ink pretty heavy around the edges. And I use Vintage Photo, but you can use whatever ink that you prefer. I think on this brown it just brings it out. It just makes it look good. Okay. Now, I want to put a focal point on that. I think Melina did on hers, but I want a little focal point on it. So you can either put a flower, a butterfly, I might put one of these little flowers. You can just put a ticket on there. You can put whatever you want. But I may go, nope, that don't show up enough. Let's see what we'll do. See if I have one in here that's a little bit brighter than that one. These are kind of a fall flower, so they're not real bright. Okay, I don't mind that one, and I think I'll put a label across the bottom. And I'm going to use one of our small labels. Just a little tiny one, and I think I'll use Thankful, maybe. I seem to use that one a lot, but I need to remind myself every day. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So let me, yeah. Now this is what we call a washi sticker. It's got a little backing on there. You just peel that off. And then you can lay your flower in there. And then I take my bone folder and just kind of press it in. To me, it makes it look more like it's attached to the, it makes it look more like it's part of the background instead of just sticking out there. Hanging out, I should say. Okay. So, there's one. I like that. And I'm not going to put the little toppers in them right now. We'll come back and do that later on when we start using them. Now, I know I could probably lay these down and ink them and not get ink all over me, but what is the fun in that? I would get ink all over the top of them if I did that, and I don't want to get ink on the top of them. And some of them are so small that they really don't even require any inking, but I do a little of it anyway. But this is a good way to get rid of those tiny, tiny, tiny little scraps. Alright, I think I'm going to put that in the middle. That's that piece of just tea-dyed paper that I stitched on. And I was going to throw it away, and I just couldn't bring myself to, so I threw it in my little scrap bin here. Let's see, I need some color beside that. And yes, I'm putting that piece of vellum down with just art glitter glue, but I think it'll be okay. It's got those butterflies on it. Oh, thank goodness I put it the right way up. As soon as I glued it down there, I thought, oh no, I have glued that upside down. Okay. And yeah, that'll be all right. I think, let's see, I'm going to take the top off. Don't want it quite that long. It's going to be the same length as the one beside it if I do, and I don't want that. There we go. There is another. And then we'll find something to put on that one. And if you have those die cuts, they'd be really pretty on here. I don't have any, I have the dies, but I don't have anything cut out right now. So we shall resort to our flowers. And some of them just cover too much, so I don't want to use those. Okay, I'm going to go back to my little pack here and see if I have something that will... Oh, that's cute. It's yellow and it's not going to show too much at the top, so that's what we're going to use. I think we are sold out of these. These were the little daisies and daffodils, and I don't remember what, but I think they're all gone. I'm telling you, the items don't last long. Once they're in the store, it seems like the very next day they're gone. I had to grab these for myself or I wouldn't have got any. Well, come on now. There we go. That one is not wanting to, the back is not wanting to come off of that one, period. And I think I know why. The sticky was on the wrong side. There's no sticky on the back of this, so we're going to have to put some glue on it. And I'm just going to use my glue stick. Yeah, they put the sticky on the side that actually pulled off. I don't know what this will look like, but since I put that on there, but we'll see. I don't even know if it's going to stick. Hopefully it will. Wow, it had to do a lot of pressing on that one. Whoops! I almost tumped it too. Alright, I'm going to put another little word on there. I said tumped because my granddaughter used to say, I tump over when she would fall. She'd say, I tump over. So we got to where we would all say tumped over. So you learn a lot from those grandbabies, don't you? Right. Let's just put it right over the bottom of the little stem there. Okay. So there is another. I'm enjoying doing these. What did I do with the other one? Oh, I put it over there. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Let me close up this glue because now you could do this with a glue stick. It'd probably be a little bit less glue on your fingers, but I'm just going to do it like this. It's good enough. Alright, let's tear the top of that off. So see, I look over there in my garbage and I'm thinking, oh, all of those little pieces would work. Look, I'm thinking all of those little pieces would work on here. It's pitiful. You gotta throw something away, Edith. Have to throw something away. Or hubby's gonna move out if I don't. Let's see. See how I want to line these up. Okay, I think I'll tear this one off a little bit more. Just make it a little shorter so it won't be the same height as that one beside it. And then we will glue down. Now, little book pages, little pieces of book pages look really good on here using this way. We may grab some pieces in a minute. I think I have some in here actually. My watch is saying time to stand because I've been sitting here doing videos all afternoon. Watch, you'll just have to wait. Okay, pull that one down some. Just don't put them the same height. Put one, you know, alternate the height of them. Okay, I think I need one more little piece there. Let's see, let me grab a little piece of book page. I don't know if this one will work. It's almost the color of the background. Nope, that one doesn't work. Okay. Oh, here's a piece. This piece will work. Yeah. And I'm not gonna ink, yeah, I'm not gonna ink that one because it's gonna be dark on that side, so it doesn't have to be. There we go. Oops, couldn't pick it up. So there is another, and we'll put, I'll probably just put a label on this one because I don't think it's gonna be big enough for anything else other than just a label across it. That's too big. Let's see about one of Nancy's labels. That might work. We'll try it and see. Yeah. And this is Nancy's Fancies Beads on Etsy. And yes, she does paper crafting now, but she did have beads where she did beads. So that's why it's still Nancy's Fancies Beads. See, I'm thinking that this tag probably needed a little bit of color back there, but once I do it that way, I think I like that better because that makes this stand out. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, so there's another. Let's do this one. Grab a little piece of this. So now guess what? You'll be like me. You're not going to throw even the smallest of scraps away. Now you're going to save them back in a bag just like I do. Because these do make cute little tags. And it's just something different, you know, other than just the plain normal tag. You know, we might try putting a butterfly on one of the bigger ones and see what it looks like. Okay, got that. I don't know about these fingers of mine. They may never come clean. You may see me for a week with inky fingers. No, I've got Clorox. I'll get it off. Let's see, that there. That one is too big. Then just a little strip of this maybe. No, that's the same color as the back. A little strip of this. Okay. Let's start gluing because they're getting all tangled. Now you can put these on here without adding any ink on them if you wanted to. That one I got a little bit wide, but I'm just going to slide him over a little bit because I want to put this one in there. And let's see, this one's going on the edge, and then we need one little piece in between this. You know, I could probably just wipe my fingers on these and get a lot of ink on them. Let's just do this little piece. It's just laying there. Yeah, I went a little bit close on the edge over here, but we're going to leave it. That's okay. Not the problem. And I'm just going to kind of highlight these like I did the other ones. Like that. Alright, let's try a big one. This is a large Tim Holtz, I do believe. And I think we'll start out with this. Let's see how much. Don't need to tear off much. And this can go for 2. So I'm just going to tear it right down the middle. So when you're doing this, there's not much to talk about. Because it's just a repetitive thing. So I'm not sure. I don't have anything to talk about. I don't even have any new news from Brooklyn or any of her little antics. I don't have anything. This may be a very short video. So you guys will have to tell me stories since I don't have anything to talk about. You know, this is like my 5th video today, so I think I'm all talked out. Truthfully. I'm trying to get enough videos ahead so that when we're gone that week, the last week of this month, that I won't have to worry about videos not being up. Uh-oh, that's too close to the same color. Okay, we'll put this on there. That's cute. That book page goes good there. Let's see. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff in here where there's no end to it. So I told you guys that we're doing a series for the week that I'm going to be gone. The last week of this month, we're doing the 10 days of junk mail embellishments. So, can't wait. I've already got 4 videos filmed for it. I can't wait for y'all to see it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Come here. You look good. We'll put you down there. You're already torn the right width and everything, so you're going. But I'm just trying to use any junk mail that comes through the door and makes an embellishment out of it. Make an embellishment for my journal. So it doesn't matter what it is. If it's going to be junk and it's supposed to be going in the garbage, I'm using it to create an embellishment out of. So hopefully that will be fun for you guys to watch. It's been fun creating and coming up with some of the things. Some of the things that are a little bit out there, but they look good in the journal. Okay, so there is that. Whoops, I just stuck my finger right under that one. Pulled it right back up. So that is that. I think that's cute. Now I'm going to ink around this just so that I can tell what it's going to look like and what kind of embellishment I need to put on here. These tags are not real thick either, but they'll be okay. They're thick enough. Alright, so what do you think? We'll put a butterfly maybe? Let's see. Let's see if we have, oops. Let's see if we have one that we might want to use. You know, some of these big ones, I just wish I could use them on some of this stuff because they're so big that I can't really use them anywhere else. Nope. I think it needs to be a green or a blue, maybe. Nope. Nope. I don't think a butterfly's gonna work. No, I don't think a butterfly's gonna get it. It just doesn't work right. So let's go back to this. See, the die cuts like this is what we need. I just don't have any cut out. I need to take one whole day and just cut out die cuts. Oh, that might work. What do you think? Doesn't have any color to it, but it might work. Now, I've not used any of these gold ones. But you know, that would be a pretty color for Christmas, wouldn't it? Oh, nope. Didn't even like that when I laid it down on there. So that's not going to work. I'm just going to try that. We'll see what it looks like. What have we got to lose? A tag and a little piece of paper. Oops. Okay, we're going to take our brush. And I'm going to brush over that to kind of knock it back a little bit, those edges, just to knock it back in there a little. And then I want a little label on there. And I think these are going to be too big. Well, maybe not. Let me see. If they were just a little bit smaller, I think I'm going to go with that. I may cut some of the brown off of the outside of it to make it a little smaller, but I kind of like that dark color with that black and white flower. So the day that I do have a little bit of something to tell you. The day that I'm filming this is the day that Aaron comes and cleans. It's on Wednesday. And I had him to do some outside work today. Because yesterday he actually came and... Is this Wednesday or Thursday? This is Thursday. Yesterday he actually came and cleaned my house. But today I had him to do a little bit of work in the yard and by the pool and stuff. And I had him to use the leaf blower to blow some leaves off of the deck. And he pretended, which I think he could, but he said, he called his dad out. And he said, "Dad, come here." So his dad went out there, and the next thing I know, Aaron came to the door and he said, "Nene, Dad's doing a really good job with that leaf blower." I said, "Your dad's doing it? You're supposed to be doing that." He said, "Oh, Dad's doing a really good job with that leaf blower." So he talked his dad into getting to do some work today. And I said, "Well, do you think I should give Dad the check or you?" And he said, "You give the money to me." All right, there's another one. Now, I really, really like that one. 2 labels. I like 2 labels. I like that one a lot. Those I will definitely use like crazy because they're about the right size. So let's just do another. And I don't want to go back with that same color, so let's go with this. But yeah, he's not a silly boy. He knows exactly what he's doing. I said, "Well, you need to get out there and help because that's supposed to be your job. Dad's working it here." He said, "Oh, I will, but Dad's doing a really good job." And Melina would probably watch this. So that's what happened over here today. Your son knows exactly how to get Daddy to do stuff for him. You know, I think I actually put that on upside down, but I'm not gonna fret about it. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments below, what is the gas prices in your neck of the woods? Oh my goodness, gas prices are going out of sight here, and my husband's about to have a fit. He cannot stand to put gas in the car when it's expensive gas. He hates it. He just said a minute ago, "Well, I guess I better go get some of that high-priced gas." Oh, that gets him more than anything. I mean, groceries, stuff like that, he never complains about. But when he has to pay $3 a gallon or whatever for gas, it makes him mad. He said, "Gotta go get some of that high-priced gas." So let me know what the gas prices are around you. I'd like to know in the other parts of the country what they are. They're going up every day here. Which I'm bad, I know, but I never look at them. He's always fussing at me about, "You need to look and see and get the cheapest gas." If I need gas, I just pull in a store and get gas. I don't look at the gas prices. But he knows exactly every store, how much they charge, where's the cheapest one. We go on a trip, he will drive until I'm almost afraid we're going to run out of gas before he will stop and pay too much for gas, or what he thinks is too much for gas. He will drive and drive and drive on the light dinging and the bell dinging and everything else to try to find it 10 cents cheaper gas. So you guys will have to let me know, and if it's a whole lot higher, I'll tell him, look, at least we don't live in such and such state. Theirs is $4 a gallon. Oh, I think I just put that on the back. I did. I put it on the wrong side, but oh well. It's a scrap, and it's going right there. Let's see what else we got. Got another little thing of butterflies we could put there. Little bitty piece. That'll work. This one's going to have some color on it. There we go. Now let's find a focal point. Let me think. Just trying to think if I have any other focal points anywhere else. But I have about used all of my Tim Holtz. About used all of the skinny ones out of here. I need more. And some of these are not really tall. They're not tall enough to work on here. That one might be, but I really don't like that dark brown. That one's too wide. You know, I don't mind that one in the middle, but I don't like this. So I think what I'll do is we're going to cut that off. Let's see. I guess I'm just going to cut that little leaf away. And I'll use that somewhere else. And I think I'm just going to go around this real quick. I won't make you watch it. I'll cut it out. But that'll take a little bit of that white off the background there. I'm not going to be too particular. Now let's see if I can get this pulled up without tearing the stem. Well, no, I just tore that little. When you trim these out, they're a lot easier to tear because you have very little on the back to hold them together. But usually, if you're careful, you can put them back together pretty much. Cute. You know what I might use there? Hold on. We did Rachel's challenge today, and it was faux washi. And I don't draw. I can't draw. So I did mine with distress ink. And I tried to make like the old tape. You know, like Scotch tape that's been on a package for a long time and it turns dark brown and yellow and all of that. So I think we'll use a piece of that right there on that. So that's what I made with mine. That video we'll post right before this one. Alright, now I think we do want a little label of some kind, maybe. Might put a little number down here. And let's try a Tim Holtz word since they're dark. Let's just look at one of those. And this is the Tiny Chat, I think. Go to the dark ones. Let's do this one. I like this. It says, live simply, give generously. I like that. I think this is the last one of these I have. I've used almost all of them. And I will put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this because I'm getting this ink all over it. And this little number. Then we can go wash our hands. Guess before I do another video, I need to wash my hands or I'll have everybody asking me, have I got a problem? Okay, let's ink around it. I tell you, between Melina and Rachel, they're keeping me going with stuff like this. Some of this stuff is out of my comfort zone. Not that I really have a comfort zone, because I'll try just about anything. But I've not done what I did today for Rachel's. I've not done that before. And she drew hers and, you know, colored and all of that, but I'm not that artistic, so I didn't do any of that. Okay, so there's that one. Let me move some of this out of the way, and then we will take a look at what we've got done. Oh, I wanted to do one more. I think I want to do one of these, and then that's going to be the last one. This is just a tall, skinny one, and I thought it would really look cute with some of this bright color on there. And I may not even ink this one. I may just put the little pieces down. Like I said, I have enough ink on my fingers that I can probably just rub my finger over it and we'll be good. Okay, there's that. Put this little guy over on the edge, if I can get a hold of it. And I think we'll put this guy on the other edge. And I am going to ink this just because it's got that white showing there. But that's it. Right there. I'm not going to make them even. I want to move that down a little bit. And let's see what else we have that needs to be bright colors, because this background. Oh, here's a black piece. Alright, tear that off right there. Again, I'm just putting the ink just where I tore that. Okay, I need one more piece over here. And we'll just go with the little butterflies maybe. I should have tore that the other way, so I wouldn't have to worry about my white core paper. Well, I can't really see enough of a butterfly to tell which way he's flying, so we're just going to put it down like that. Okay. Now I've got tons of ink on there for my fingers. Okay. I think I'm going to cut out one of these labels. These are our labels that I done I think last year sometime. This is just a sheet of the larger ones. That one I used a minute ago was the smaller ones. That one might put that right there, but I do want, I'd like to have a piece of book page that has just some words in it. Let me grab something right here. Okay, let's make sure. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any dirty words in any of this that I was going to use. This just says, I couldn't imagine it. It's not so much as what it says, that I just want a piece of book page with some writing on it across there, like that. And then we'll put this one down here on this side. Messy, messy, messy. Alright. And I'm going to ink around it a little bit. I'm not going to ink it as dark as I did the other ones, just mainly the edge. And then we will go with that. Alright. So that is it. Cute. Okay. I'll bring them all back out so you can see. Made quite a few. Just in a short period of time, and used tons of scraps. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that bell if you want to be notified when we put up a new video. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.